Hello gang, welcome back to the Beginners Fitness and Wellness Program. This is workout 5 week 2. So I hope you've been getting on fine with the chats and the workouts, and we're just going to continue to build on where we have been. So just remember to exercise within your own limits. Take rests as you need to. Grab yourself a drink of water, a towel. I've got trainers on today. You can do this barefoot with trainers, whatever you feel comfortable with. So we're going to take the toes out and the heels out. We're going to come into a parallel leg position. And we're just going to let the breath bring us into the room, shutting out the noise, just focusing on yourself for just this short space of time. So just forget about your to-do lists and all the things that you're thinking about. Just put them to the side, just park it for a minute, and let's just focus on ourselves, our mind-muscle connection, and just feeling good in our bodies and our minds. So letting that breath come in and out, growing the rib cage on the in-breath, bring it back in on the out-breath. When you grow, you're thinking of a 360-degree barrel breath. You're also going to start to let the breath seep into the abdominals. So now bring yourself to an in-breath. And as you breathe out, I want you to let those abdominals come inwards, wrapping them up like a corset, doing up from the bottom to the top of the rib cage. So you feel a lovely wrap. And on the inhale, you're just going to let it give. On the exhale, you're drawing it in. Now this feels like a gentle engagement and contraction of your abs, not all out bracing so you start to come forward with your upper body. You've still got that lovely open posture. Good. Nice. Use that abdominal connection now to start to give yourself a couple of pelvic tilts just from your pelvis, sending your tailbone towards the back and then underneath. Go from your one end range to the other end range, and then just set the pelvis in neutral, comfortable position that you can hold, you can work out in, you can walk around in. That is the natural neutral position of your spine. Okay, lovely work. Collarbones are smiling open as we take the arms up for our arm circles and down. Breathe in, breathe out. Reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. Rest your chin on the shelf. Use your breath. Breathe out, the arms up. Breathe in as they come down. Nice. On this one, we're going to reverse. So we bring the arms down to the sides and around. Breathe in, breathe out as you go up. So you have that connection between your lowest rib and the top of your hip. This keeps your rib cage just drawing down and in. Lovely. Take those arms up into a big stop sign here. So the elbows are in line with the wrists, shoulders are aligned with the elbows. Take the fingers touching overhead and down. Now try and keep those elbows open and out. And I'll think about that neutral pelvis so that we don't start to stick the tailbone out and going into an arched position. I want you to have that open body posture here, keeping the neutral pelvis, not losing it and going into an arched back. We're going to do one more here. Lovely work, guys. Okay. Now come over to a wall, or you can grab a chair. And now we're going to do some leg swings here, side to side, okay? So we're going to take the leg up and then swing out to the side. and open. Now I'm just going to start off nice and slow. You can keep a little bend in the knee, and then we're going to take that just further and further. I've got a soft standing leg. One more here. Lovely work. Other side. Holding on. And now I'm going to soften the standing knee. And I'm just going to start to bring the leg into a straight leg. Swinging out to the side. Building the momentum. And you can take it then into a rider range. Last one here. And the leg is going to come down. Nice work, guys. Okay, so we're going to go through a little workout, working the whole body. Take breaks as you need to. We are doing 3 rounds, and we've got 5 different exercises. We're going to take, it's going to work out like as if it's 6, because we have to do 2 sides on our side series. Okay, not to confuse you, so I'm going to set the timer. So grab yourself a drink and a towel. We're going to start off with squat and side reach. So that's where you want to be for your squat position. Okay, so we go into our squat here, and then I'm going to turn and I'm going to reach to my right. I squat down, I reach to my left, and I'm kind of turning, and if you notice I like pivot on the ball of my foot. So the outside leg, I pivot onto it. Reach. Now this is a good one. As we progress, we could add in some weights. Breathe in, squat, breathe out, reach. So we did like a heel lift, reaching up last time. This is just a progression. And release. Coming on to your all fours. Okay, hands are down. So we're working on swimming exercise here. So we're going to take opposite arm and leg out. So check you've got that good posture. You're lifted through your breastbone. Long crown of the head, wrong tailbone. Now you're going to lift. My right leg is lifting, my left leg is lifting. And I lower down. Other side, left arm, right leg. I'm reaching with the arm, I'm reaching with the leg. I'm exhaling as I'm up there, using my abdominal connection to help me keep that lovely stable position. Now if this is too much, keep the hands down and just work through the legs. And focus on keeping your hips pointing down to the floor. Okay, this is our last one. And we are coming back to a standing position. So we're back for our lunges. Okay, we're doing a reverse lunge this time. So we're going to alternate. Right leg's going to step back and I step in. Left leg steps back and I step in. Bring the knee close to the floor and come in. Now if you need, grab a hold of the wall if you need help with the balance, or a chair. Otherwise just pop the hands onto the hips. Now with your breath, breathe in on the way down. Focus on that point in front of you, eye level. Breathe out on the way up. Press through the front heel to come up. Last time here. And stepping up. Really nice work, guys. We're coming on to our side. Okay. So we're down on the side. I'm going to come on to my left side first. I'm nice and straight. I'm going to bend my leg, bottom leg, and top leg is straight. I'm going to slightly point my toes and I'm going to lift the leg. Not too high. I'm reaching my hips forward as I lift my leg. That reach is giving me the energy to lift. I breathe out, wrap my sit bones and lift. And this top hand is just resting down, shoulders relaxed. Your head is down, I'm hovered because of the mic. Can we do 2 more here? I know this is a tough one. And lift, and lower, nice. Come through the middle. We've got to do the other side. So we're going to turn onto the other side. Long arm, bend the bottom knee, slightly point the toes, and again cinching in that bottom waist, reaching the hip forward. I can rest this side down. Hand is down, and I'm just lifting. And I'm not going to rest the leg right down. If you need to, rest it down, but try and hover it. Think of reach. Try and touch the wall in front of you with those toes. That's going to give you that energy to lift. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower. Nice. Keep going, guys. We're going to do 1 more here. And your bottom muscles are going to be feeling it. Come up. We're going to turn over. We're going to come onto our spine. And we're going to be doing bridge holds with arm movements. So place the heels so that you can kind of just feel the heels with your fingertips. And your fingertips and arms are down. You've got that lovely posture. My legs are in parallel here. And then I'm going to give myself a pelvic tilt backwards so the lower back closes. And I'm going to lift up to the ceiling. Hips are up, hips face up, knees draw forward. And I would take my arms up and I'm going to keep my hips high. And I'm just going to move my arms back and forwards. Now this is a challenge in itself. Breathe out, float the arms back. Breathe in, lift them over the shoulders. Breathe out. Feel that rib and hip connection. So your corset doesn't start to open. And are those hips nice and high? Or have they started to drop down, guys? And you can rest them down. Well done, guys. First round done. So now you should be slightly familiar with the movement that we are doing. And we're having a little gathering ourselves, okay? Work within your own limits and let's go for round 2. Okay, round 2, we're going in for our squat and our side reach. So we squat down and we reach up to the right. Squat, reach to the left. You come onto the ball of that foot. Breathe out as you reach. Draw those abs in. Breathe in as you squat down. Breathe out, reach to the other side. So this would be really nice, like I said, holding that weight and reaching up. So a lovely progression to this. Make sure you're swiveling on that foot. So you really come onto the ball of the foot and the toes of the foot. Nice. We're going to do 1 more each side. And then we're coming down onto our all fours. So, all fours. Come down. Now we can do the full movement here of the swimming, the opposite arm and leg, or you can just move the leg. So give it a go. Right arm, left leg. Hover for a second, bring it down. Now exhale, reach, zip up through the center. Inhale, come down. Nice work, guys. Breathing it out, you're reaching, zipping up. Even here, I want you to imagine you've got that tray of posh teacups on your spine. And we're kind of reaching through the toes and the fingertips. And release. Come down. We're going to come back up for our backwards lunge. So use a wall or a chair if you need to. We're now parallel. And we lunge backwards. Other leg. Left leg now. Right leg. Breathe out. Step back, breathe in. Sorry, breathe in, step back. Breathe out, step up. Sorry for the confusion there, guys. I'm getting rather hot. Breathe it out. You've got that gaze, eye level. Let's go. Nice. Keeping that upper body tall. This is your last one. And you're stepping it in. Lovely work. Side. I'm coming onto my left side first. I'm bending my bottom leg. I'm extending my arm. Resting my head down. Cinching the bottom waist area in and thinking of reaching the hips forward. But keeping that stack. That ice pick is through my hips. And then I hover. I lower. I breathe out to lift that leg. I breathe in to lower down. And I'm thinking of actually lengthening the leg, not lifting it. And it's a little trick. It gives you that lift. Breathe out, lift. And you don't have to go so high. You're activating the glutes without going high. Imagine that bulldog clip up the back of the thighs. One more here. And you're going to come through center. Press up. Come over to the other side. Lay it flat. Bend the bottom knee. Ice pick is in place. I'm reaching and I'm activating through my low abs, my underneath waist. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower. Keep going, guys. Imagine that bulldog clip at the back of the thighs. Think of lengthening that leg to the wall in front. Try and touch the wall in front with your toes, and that's going to give you the lift off the floor. And you're still working through this low waist, so drawing the abs in. You haven't opened your corset yet, I'm afraid. Last one. Lovely work. Press it up. Come through to the other side. And we're going to come onto our spine. And bring my heels in just so I can kind of touch them. And I'm going to pelvic tilt all the way back till I come up into a nice hip lift. And then I take the arms up. I hold that and I bring the arms back and forth. On the way back, I breathe out to make sure I keep my rib cage zipped up. And I'm keeping those hips up, press through the heels. Feel those knees draw forward. And if this is too much for you, you just keep repeating the movement. So you would go up, arms back, and lower. There's no need for the hold if you are feeling too challenged. And that is your last one down. Nice work, guys. That is 2 rounds down. And we're working through everything. Now, by all means, if that was enough for you, you can just pause there. Ideally, I would like you to challenge yourself and do 3 rounds. But this is your workout. Yes, we're having a little break. This is your workout. So if you're feeling challenged and like you're done, you don't push it so far that you just don't enjoy the movement and you know, start to feel rough in your body. I want you to feel good, but feel challenged. If you've got anything left in the tank, this is where you dig deep and you find that last little bit of fuel in your tank, because this is how we build and grow. It's something called progressive overload. So we keep challenging ourselves so that we grow in strength and mobility and stamina, and we challenge, you know, our heart and build on the strength in that, and we do that by keep challenging. So let's go for round 3. Squat and reach up to your right. Squat, Reach up to your left. Breathe in on the way down. Breathe out. Use those abs for that reach. Now, what are those legs doing in that squat? Are you keeping it parallel? Or have we got knees that want to look inwards or outwards? Okay, neutral is where we need to be. This is our last one on the right, last one on the left. Nice work, guys. Coming on to our all fours. Get your lovely position, hands slightly forward of shoulders, knees down, toes soft. Gaze is just there in between those hands, long neck, long tailbone. Right arm, left leg reaches. And we come down. Other side. Breathe in as we come back. Now breathe out, reach. And I want you to think about the position of your hips. Imagine there's a set of headlights in your hips. It's a nice cue, I think. Those headlights face down towards the mat. They stay neutral. I don't want the headlights to veer right and left. Okay, forward and down. Last one this side. And coming up for your set of backwards lunges. And this is your last set of lunges. Okay, we're in our neutral position. I'm going to take my right leg back for a lunge and I step it in. I inhale, step it back. I exhale, use those abs to take me back up. Use those abs to power you through. Tall upper body, gaze forward, eye level. Use a chair or a wall for balance if you need. And when you step back, think of stepping parallel still. So your legs stay in that parallel position, so we don't step directly behind the other foot. Last one this side. Nice one, guys. That's the last standing work. Come onto your left side body. Arm long, bottom knee bent. Reach the hips forward, tuck the bottom waist in and stack the hips. Place that ice pick in, top hand is down, and we're slightly pointing the toes and lifting and lowering. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Wrap the back of the thighs, the glutes with a bulldog clip. Nice. Smile. I'm just going to pop my hand here. You keep your arm down. It's just easier for me with the mic. Breathe in and out. Reaching. That reach is giving you the lift. We do one more. Nice. I know those are, in a very cheeky way, they can be a little bit nasty on the leg muscles, but they are so good for you. Unilateral work, so good for you. Other side. Reach, ice pick stack, waist activated, fingertips down, smile and lift. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Now I want you to think of, I just had a thought that I was going to say, that's what I was going to say. Whoa, complete mind blank then. The toes pointed, I want you to have softly pointed toes, not locking them out so you give yourselves cramp, okay? Just a little activation. We're going to do two more. We're going to do one more. Nice work, guys. Push up, come over to the other side. Well done. Onto your spine for hip lifts. So we're doing the hold and the arm movements. If that's too challenging for you, you're just going to come down between each rep, okay? So we are going up, lifting, arms are here over the shoulders, I breathe out, I float the arms back. I breathe in, I come forward. Breathe out, arms float. Breathe in, they're back over the shoulders. Keep going there. So, keep one hand, if you can, just for a challenge and a test. Thumb and forefinger, one on the rib cage and one on the hip bone. And when the arm goes overhead, you are going to keep that space. It's not going to just give and flop open. It's a way of testing where you are. Last one. And we come down to the mat. Well, high five, gang, because you just did 3 rounds and it was challenging. And I hope you managed to stay with it. And if you didn't, just build up till you can do the 3 rounds. Should we have a lovely cool down quickly? Well, I shouldn't say quickly because this is one of my favourite parts of the programme. So we're hugging the right knee in, extending the left leg. So just getting a lovely stretch through there, through the hip flexors. Take the hands to the back of the knee here. Flex through the foot up to the ceiling. Reach through and flex through the bottom leg too, if you can. Now your leg might be bent here and it might be bent here. You're working with your body, remember? And then we're just going to bend and straighten. Bend, straighten, flat foot. Keep that chin nodded. And now we're just going to hold here. Just reaching, breathing, feeling the lovely stretch. Bend the knee and let's switch. Reach the right leg long, reach through the heel. Take the hands, actually hug that knee in first. And take the hands to the back of the knee, straighten and reach through the heel. And bend. So you're reaching through both flat feet, not pointed toes. You're using that lovely breath. And then you're going to hold. Just hold for that stretch. Ooh, lovely stretch. Breathing in and out. Both feet come back down to the mat. Take the left leg across the right knee. So you've got left heel on right knee. And you're feeling an openness there. Then you lift the right leg off the floor. And you keep opening this left knee away. You feel the opening there. As you're breathing it in and out, getting a lovely glute stretch. Other side. Right heel on left knee. Lift the left foot off the floor. Open the right knee away. And breathe it in and out. Place both feet down to the ground. Now bring both elbows down to the ground. Either side of the shoulders. Now depending on your opening, you may get your fingers down. Your elbows may be down and may be lifted. I just want you to let yourself work within your range here. So just working on the opening of the shoulders. And then we're just going to do some angels, some floor angels, touching overhead. Trying to keep the elbows as low to the ground as we can. And the shoulder blades connected. And you're using your lovely breath. One more here, guys. Nice work. Push up. Come to a seated position. And that was an absolutely fantastic workout 5 of week 2. I'm sure one day I'm going to get this wrong. But I think that is where we are. So I'm going to see you back here on the mat for workout 6. Have a good one. Bye.